The guidelines for the resumption of motorcycle taxi services are out. Are these enough to make motorcycle taxis reasonably safe against becoming a vector for the spread of COVID-19? Will commuters accept some of the provisions that seem inconvenient? Motoring Forum discusses the motorcycle taxi guidelines.
We should be seeing more motorcycle taxis back on the road ferrying passengers to and from. The IATF has issued Resolution 80, allowing the resumption of the motorcycle taxi pilot study that authorized motorcycle taxi riders under ride-hailing app providers, Angkas, Joyride, and Move It, back on the streets to service commuters. The Department of Transportation and National Task Force have issued guidelines for the resumption of motorcycle taxi services. In the main, the guidelines are aimed to making motorcycle taxi services safe as possible in preventing the spread of COVID-19 and to help with contact tracing, just in case a rider or passenger later tests positive for COVID-19 infection. There are guidelines for compliance by motorcycle taxi rider and passenger. Among the more significant guidelines are: motorcycle taxi rider must be accredited with Angkas, Joyride, or Move It. Wear protector gear, jacket or long sleeve shirt, shoes, long pants. Wear reflectorized vest with motorcycle taxi branding, as well as proper IDs. Wear personal helmets with full face visor down and face masks. Use motorcycles that have no modified parts, components, and accessories. Always have NTF-approved barrier between rider and passenger. Sanitize their hands and those of passengers before getting on motorcycles. Disinfect helmets, riding apparel, shields or barriers after each rider. Only accept passengers using ride-hailing apps and paying online. Comply with directives for COVID-19 testing. And don't go over 60 kilometers per hour. Passengers of motorcycle taxis must use protective clothing like jacket, long sleeve shirt, shoes. Use own helmet with full face visor and mask, with visor down at all times during the ride. Fill out health declaration form via DOTr-approved motorcycle taxi apps before booking a ride. Clean and disinfect helmet, riding apparel. Disinfect hands before getting on motorcycle, and pay ride through online apps. There are also guidelines for motorcycle taxi app providers, Angkas, Joyride, and Move It. They must ensure all rider partners and passengers are properly identified through the ride-hailing apps to ensure accurate contact tracing. Ensure data security of private information gathered from passengers. Ensure rider partners strictly comply with health protocols and other guidelines, including regular COVID-19 testing. The guidelines seem a lot tedious and restrictive and may cause some inconvenience, but health authorities and the IATF believe strict compliance is vital to ensure motorcycle taxis don't become a vector for contagion.
It is taking longer than commuters would like, but the resumption of motorcycle taxi operations seems inevitable. Those who like the convenience motorcycle taxis provide may overlook some inconvenience to use them. That's our Motoring Forum this week, courtesy of Suzuki Philippines.